to you, and from me, David Vine, welcome to the Eurovision Song Contest of 1974, and welcome to a Saturday night out in Brighton. Our host is the Prince Regent, the Prince of Wales, later to become George IV of England, or if you were one of his many gambling friends, you could call him Prinny. The Prince Regent, the man who 200 years ago made his South Coast resort a rather famous and favourite spot. These the extravagant times of England, with Brighton the haunt of kings, queens and princes. They had houses fit for all of them, and the town was also responsible for that strange pastime of sea bathing, due to a Dr. Russell who jumped in one day and never stopped telling everyone how good he felt afterwards. The quiet weekends for the Edwardians today, the Royal Pavilion stands just as splendid as it was in the 1820s. And this week, the 1974 Brighton, with its little fishermen's cottages down the lanes, now transformed into antique shops and collectors' havens. Europe's Grand Prix town this week, host to the 18th Eurovision Song Contest, following on from Lugano, where it all began back in 1956, taking us through the holiday spots like Cannes, Luxembourg, Copenhagen, Vienna, and Madrid. And in a rehearsal-packed week, well, just a moment here and there to get away from it all. But tonight, the focal point of it all is the famous dome. Musicians, singers, arrangers, and conductors from 17 countries inside, waiting to compete for the 1974 title. And as you join us live here in the building that used to stable 44 royal horses, tonight in the boxes, the Eurovision commentators, broadcasting to the world. And those men will say, in about an hour and a half's time, the information that will be revealed on the giant scoreboard. The scoreboard that will tell us all the winning country with Europe's Song of the Year. Orchestra with our musical director, Ronnie Hazelhurst. And as Ronnie Hazelhurst takes his bow, sit back and enjoy the festival with us now. Our hostess on stage, somebody known throughout Europe, Katie Boyle.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this, the 19th Eurovision Song Contest, coming to you from the Dome in Brighton. In a few moments, artists from 17 countries will be singing the song of their country's choice to decide which one will receive the Grand Prix of 1974. And this contest via Eurovision and Intervision is being transmitted to no less than 32 countries. So something like 500 million people are watching at this very moment, as well as the many million who are listening to their radios all over Europe. Well, this really is a fantastic thought, but I would still like to extend to each and every one of you a very warm welcome to Brighton. Now, the order in which the songs will be sung has been decided by the drawing of lots. And afterwards, these will be voted on by national juries in the participating countries. Mesdames et messieurs, bonsoir. Je vous souhaite la bienvenue à ce 19e concours de la chanson Eurovision qui a lieu au Dôme de Brighton. Dans quelques instants, vous allez entendre les 17 artistes chantant les chansons choisies par leur pays pour décider laquelle recevra le Grand Prix de cette année. Et ce concours passe en direct par le moyen de l'Eurovision, Intervision, dans 32 pays. Donc environ 500 millions de téléspectateurs regardent leur petit écran à ce moment même. C'est vraiment une chose fantastique. Mais quand même, je voudrais souhaiter à chacun de vous une bienvenue très cordiale à Brighton. Eh bien, l'ordre dans lequel les chansons seront chantées a été décidé en tirant au hasard. Et après, ce seront les jurys nationaux dans les pays participants qui accorderont les votes. Eh bien, mesdames et messieurs, le moment est venu d'écouter la première chanson dans ce concours. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has come to hear the first song in the Eurovision Song Contest of 1974.
And here we go, and number one in the Eurovision contest comes from Finland. Almost half of that country is up beyond the Arctic Circle, and I think they've chosen a rather good one to start the competition off with. Oh, my friend, stay and sit with me, the nights ahead could be warm and free. And it's all going to be done by that girl, Carita. A song called Keep Me Warm. Here, during the rehearsals, here in the Dome in Brighton, waiting for the big night, which is now tonight. Carita Holmström is 20. She comes from Helsinki. And she'll be singing her song for Finland there at the piano, because she's also a classical student at the Sibelius Academy and now a piano teacher. So as she spends just a few minutes yesterday afternoon walking through the grounds, Finland, number one. The applause as her conductor and musical director, Ossi Runi, Finland's regular Eurovision director, takes his place in front of the orchestra. So number one for Finland, Carita, for the song at the piano, Keep Me Warm.
Oh, my friends, stay a little while. Something's happening to our lives. By the time it's summer, frightened minds of winter, I will free from their icy spell. Bring you fragrance from nature's well. I'll soothe away your worries, show you how my love is. Say you'll stay and keep me warm. I need you, it's simple to say. I need you, I must be certain. If you go away, you know there's nothing for me. Oh, my friend, stay and sit with me. The nights ahead could be warm and free. The morning winds I give you, oh, I won't disappoint you. Say you'll stay and keep me warm. You, I must be certain. If you go away, you know there's nothing for me. Oh, my friend, when the summer comes, we'll be younger, we'll have our fun. I'll soothe away your worries, show you how my love is. Say you'll stay and keep me warm.
Carita, the number one song for Finland, and that's got some happy expressions on the audience. We move to number two, and this is ours, United Kingdom. The United Kingdom, we were 12th. The 12th contest we won in Vienna in 1967. Remember Puppet on a String and Sandy Shaw? We shared it with 3 other countries back in 1969. That was in Madrid with Lulu and Boom Bang Bang. And now it's Olivia Newton-John with that little surprised expression on her face. I don't know what that photographer must have said to her at that stage here yesterday afternoon. But it's a song written by Harold Spiro. In fact, he's a great fan of Spurs. He should be pleased today. They had a 1-1 draw with Wolves. Olivia Newton-John's father, born in Wales, her mother was born in Germany, and she was brought up in Australia, so she's really a worldwide singer. Remember her previous hits? If Not For You, Banks of the Ohio, Let Me Be There, a song that got into the United States top 10. Bouncy, happy song, this. Long Live Love. Nick Ingham, the musical director, so the Harold Spiro, Valerie Avon competition. Long Live Love, and here she comes, the girl the United Kingdom's hopes rest on, Olivia Newton-John for the United Kingdom.
In a row, followed hand in hand. Sister Anna carrying the banner for the Sally Annie Band, singing songs of praise and glory. We all learn to love their story. Good things are coming to ya. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Long, long live love. As long as we live, living, forgiving, long, long live love. On a wet day, dry day, great to be alive day, brother takes the stand. Cymbals ringing, everybody singing in the Sally Annie Band. Just a band of happy people, teaching, preaching, love is equal. When you feel the spirit move ya, glory, glory, hallelujah. Long, long live love. Love is to care, caring and sharing. Long, long live love, 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 love. Long, long live love. As long as we live, living, forgiving. Long, long live
My goodness, she sold that well. No doubt about that. Good performance there by Olivia Newton-John as we move now into Spain. On into the land of the package holidays. I'm just looking through the lyrics of this song, which is going to be sung by Peret, Pedro Pubil Calaf, and it says, if you stop for a blonde while driving on the road and she only wants a ride, it doesn't work at all. Well, Spain, in fact, won the 13th contest. Remember that? It was here in London with Maciel singing La La La, and they shared it in Madrid in 1969. Now it's this man, Peret, from Barcelona, who's appeared in the Tom Jones and the Paul Anka shows. He's been in 5 films as well. Now he's here in Brighton. And here comes his musical director. This is Rafael Ibarria, the man who conducted when Maciel won in London. So, Peret for Spain, canta y sé feliz, sing and be happy.
Si queréis tener cantar, alegría de vivir, para disfrutar cantar, cántese feliz. Si la canción que yo canto no te llena de alegría, por más cosas que te diga, Si no tienes quien te quiera, ni a quien decirle te quiero, buscar amor con dinero
No sirve de nada.
Si eres tan inteligente que nadie puede entenderte, enfadarte con la gente. Si al sol no puedes tumbarte, ni en paz tomar una copa, decir que estás en Europa. No sirve de nada, no sirve de nada, no sirve de nada cantar a la vida. Así queréis tener cantar, alegría de vivir, para disfrutar cantar, cántese feliz, cantar conmigo para tener cantar, alegría de vivir, para disfrutar cantar, cántese feliz. Si para olvidar las penas necesitas tomar vino, no lo hagas, buen amigo. Si le paras a una rubia cuando vas por la autopista y luego es un estopista, no sirve de nada, no sirve de nada, no sirve de nada cantar a la vida. Así queréis tener cantar, alegría de vivir, para disfrutar cantar, cántese feliz, cantar conmigo para tener cantar, alegría de vivir, para disfrutar cantar, cántese feliz, cantar. Así queréis tener cantar, alegría sí, cantar, que para disfrutar cantar, cántese feliz, y que cantar conmigo, que para tener cantar, alegría de vivir, para disfrutar cantar, cántese feliz, cantar, si queréis tener cantar, alegría de vivir, para disfrutar cantar, cántese feliz. Canta y sé feliz, canta y sé feliz, cantar y cantar.
For Spain, who composed it, wrote the lyrics, did everything himself. Looking for their first ever success, and we look now into Norway, the capital city of Oslo, of course, the place where they drink the akvavit and do some rather marvelous ski jumping down that frightening looking sort of ski jump. Tremendous country, and this is rather a tremendous singer, I think, Anna Karina, who's going to be with the Bendik Singers. They, in fact, were the very same people who performed in the last contest. They've chosen a really up-tempo number this time. It really swings along. And they were 7th last year in Luxembourg when, of course, Luxembourg won the competition. Anna, who's 22, from Oslo, making records since she was 11. And she's married to this man. The man who composed the song and is also going to conduct the orchestra, Frode Tingnes. So, husband conducting the orchestra. Here comes wifey, Anna Karina. The Bendik Singers are on stage, and for Norway.
And today is the first day of living, understanding the word of the day. So in faith in the things we believe in, there will always be help on the way. We are changing the tide every hour. We are clearing the sky of the rock. And we know that without human power, every day is the first day of love. In our song, the final solution, we have used the words on the wall, awaiting the love revolution. We all know the curtain will fall. Can't you hear the silent ovation? Don't you know it's only the start, in tune with your own generation? You are finding love in your heart, and today is the first day of living, understanding the word of the day. So in faith in the things we believe in, there will always be help on the way.
Karina. Good one, that. I like that one. From Norway, The First Day of Love. Really zips along a little bit. And from Norway into Greece. They've produced a song for us in this year of 74 with the words written by a gentleman by the name of Pythagoras. Well, I could never work out all that stuff about the sum of two sides on a triangle, and he's forgotten all that. He's written a song for Marinella about wine, boyfriends, and the sea. Marinella, she's from Thessalonica, and she's competed twice in the Rio de Janeiro Festival. This is the bouzouki, and played by a man called Zafari. So the bouzouki with Marinella here in rehearsal, building up to this big night, which we're going to join now with our conductor, George Casaros. George Casaros, a man who's written a lot of material for Nana Mouskouri and Los Paraguayos. He's now written this, Krasi Thalassa Kategorimu, for Marinella, for Greece, number 5.
Στενά τα παιδιά τραγουδούν στο μπαλκόνι να πω. Φεγγάρια ρίχνουν χρυσάφι στον δρόμο να δω να πληγώ. Όμως μου φτάνει που έχω εγώ. Λίγο κρασί, λίγο θάλασσα και τα αγόρι μου. Λίγο κρασί, λίγο θάλασσα και τα αγόρι μου. Όταν έχω στο φως κι ο καημός αδερφός και μου δίνει ο Θεός λίγο κρασί, λίγο θάλασσα και τα αγόρι μου. Λίγο κρασί, λίγο θάλασσα και τα αγόρι μου. Ο κόσμος τρέχει ζητώντας αγάπες, τιμές και λεφτά. Και το μπουζούκι τη νύχτα το κλάμα του δεν σταματά. Όμως εμένα μου είναι αρκετά. Λίγο κρασί, λίγο θάλασσα και τα αγόρι μου. Λίγο κρασί, λίγο θάλασσα και τα αγόρι μου. Όταν έχω στο φως κι ο καημός αδερφός και μου δίνει ο Θεός λίγο κρασί, λίγο θάλασσα και τα αγόρι μου. Λίγο κρασί, λίγο θάλασσα και τα αγόρι μου. Λα, ρα, λα, 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 λα. La 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 la. La 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 la. Λίγο κρασί, λίγο θάλασσα και τα αγόρι μου. Λίγο κρασί, λίγο θάλασσα και τα αγόρι μου.
Marinella for Greece, making their debut in the Eurovision Song Competition. So to Israel. And Israel are going to bring us into something new, pop groups. We've never really had pop groups before, but this time we have got one, and this is Poogie. There are 6 rather young artists, and they're all members of a very famous Nahal Entertainment Group. One of its famous members is Topple. Remember Topple, Fiddler on the Roof, If I Were a Rich Man? Well, he used to be wrong to the Nahal Entertainment Group, who now produced these boys Poogie. And the leader of Poogie is in fact Danny Sanderson, who's written and composed most of the lyrics and the music, along with the other 5 members of the group. So Poogie Poogie's musical director, Jonathan Wachter. Natati La Hayahi, I Gave Her My Life, performed by Poogie for Israel, song number 6. Poogie for Israel, looking for their first success. And so are Yugoslavia. Now, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with Yugoslavia's number because we've got yet another group. They're called the Corny Group, and they've been up to all manner of tricks while they've been here for the last week. In rehearsal here, as we watch them now, they sang the song, first of all, in Yugoslavia, and then they sang it in English because it's got some very interesting lyrics indeed. And tonight, when I talked to them, they said they weren't quite sure what they were going to sing it in. It might be a touch of Serbo-Croat, or it might be Greece, and you can see the sort of fellas we've been trying to deal with. The Corny Group are going to sing a song called The Generation of 42. If you're watching a preview, you might have seen the backing film they used towards it. Well, don't be influenced by that, because it's a very funny number indeed. There's some great humor in the number indeed. So here we go then, the Corny Group for Yugoslavia. On now, their conductor, who will conduct that music, Zvonimir Skirl, who's been a trombonist in the Belgrade Radio and Television Jazz Orchestra for many years. Stand by with these boys, because just about anything can happen. See if you can spot whether it's Yugoslavian or English. Corny Group for Yugoslavia, number 7.
Iznenadakone noćite 42. godine činilo se kao da će sneg, a stigao je rat i vojnik neki tuđ i strah. Mene majka moja rodi, da sanjam o slobodi. Prvoj noći da čujem zreke, da plačem sa rukom na usnama. Moja generacija i 42. Dobro je pregurala burne dane te. Moja generacija i 42. To je vreme spavala i čeznula za mlekom. Sad je vreme sasvim drugo i put svoj svako ima. Što god smo dalje, sve više hoću da znam gde živi, gde pije, peva, gde je sad. Moja generacija i 42. Sva se već poženila i čuva slatku decu. Moja generacija i 42. već se ozbiljila, jer tako mora biti.
Corny Group from Yugoslavia. Good number, that. I like that one. That's gone on my short list. And we move now across into Sweden, the largest of the Scandinavian countries. And although we're looking at streets, it's a country full of mountains, lakes and forests. And of course, it's full of blonde Vikings. And this is one of the reasons why it's good for pictures. These are the ABBA group, born Frida, Anna, who's just beside her with the long blonde hair, and Benny. If you can work that out, that's why they're called ABBA, because in fact it's Benny born Annie Fried and Anna. They made their first record in 1972, and if all the judges were men, which they're not, I'm sure this group would get a lot of votes. You'll see why in a minute. Their song is called, oh, and it's Napoleon. Napoleon, no wonder their song is called Waterloo. This is Sven Olaf Waldorf, who's really entered into the spirit of it all, dressed as Napoleon, waiting for Waterloo by ABBA for Sweden.
Chance is giving up the fight, and how could I ever refuse? I feel like I win when I lose. Wanted you, Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo. So how could I ever refuse? I feel like I win when I lose. Waterloo, couldn't escape if I wanted to. Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo. Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo.
Done well here inside the Dome in Brighton. And so to Luxembourg, the most successful country ever in the Eurovision Song Contest. They won it for the last 2 years, and Irene Shear now is about to try and make it 5 victories for Luxembourg. Irene, incidentally, is an English girl. She was born in Romford in Essex. She made her debut in the Billy Cotton Band show here on BBC Television back in 1967. But she now works abroad all the time, and she's just been voted the most important girl pop singer discovery of the last year. Irene Shear, who's representing Luxembourg, deserted her native country. We'll take some share of the credit should they win it, I think. Luxembourg 4 times winners of the contest, and the applause for Charles Blackwell, and would you believe, he's an Englishman as well. He was born in London. He's written songs like Come Outside for Mike Syme. So for Luxembourg, on stage, Irene Shear, Bye Bye, I Love You.
Moi je ne savais presque pas parler français. Quand on s'est connus tous les deux, de ton côté tu ne dis pas un mot d'anglais, mais tu devinais dans mes yeux et nous étions heureux. Tous les rêves sont permis. Pourtant ce soir je te quitte. Ton courage changé si vite que nos rêves sont finis. Bye bye, I love you, c'était le plus bel été de ma vie. I love you chérie, le cœur m'a pris, je pars en laissant derrière moi tant de peine, tant de jours, tant d'amour avec toi, tous les rêves sont permis. Je t'aimais, je vais confiance, j'attendais de l'existence, c'est que tu m'avais promis, tous les rêves sont permis. Tu n'as pas été fidèle, tu m'as fait pleurer pour elle, trop de fois tu m'as menti. Bye bye, I love you, c'était le plus bel été de ma vie. I love you chérie, le cœur m'a pris, je pars en laissant derrière moi tant de peine, tant de jours, tant d'amour avec toi. Bye bye, I love you, c'était le plus bel été de ma vie. I love you chérie, le cœur m'a pris, je pars en laissant derrière moi tant de peine, tant de jours, tant d'amour avec toi. Mais pour nous pardonner, regretter, s'aimer comme avant.
Good song. Irene Shear, can she make it 5 victories in the Eurovision Song Contest? 5 for Luxembourg. We'll know soon. Just halfway through. Monaco now. What a glorious spot of the world that is. Down amongst the Avenue Princess Grace, into the land of the casinos and the millionaire yacht owners, and the land of Romuald. He's 33 years old. He was born in Brittany, in fact. And he made his debut in show business when he was in his parents' circus. He was an acrobat and a rider. He used to do imitations of Maurice Chevalier. And he's now singing here for Europe. Monaco's conductor, Raymond Donnet, used to be the pianist for Johnny Halliday. So for Monaco, Romuald.
celui qui restait le perdant. Celui qui part, c'est déjà que quelqu'un l'attend. À la fin d'un amour, à l'instant du dernier regard, il y a toujours sur terre quelque part celui qui reste et celui qui s'en va, celui qui parle et celui qui n'ose pas, celui qui pleure, celui qui baisse les yeux. Il y a toujours à l'instant d'un adieu, celui qui reste et celui qui s'en va, celui qui triche et celui qui ne sait pas, celui qui va très bientôt trouver l'oubli, et l'autre qui restera seul toute sa vie. Bien sûr, je te comprends, il fallait t'en arriver là. Tu as la force de partir, je ne l'ai pas. Bien sûr que je comprends, bien sûr que je ne t'en veux pas. Mais déjà, nous voilà devenus toi et moi. Celui qui reste et celui qui s'en va, celui qui parle, celui qui n'ose pas, celui qui pleure, celui qui baisse les yeux. Il y a toujours à l'instant d'un adieu, celui qui reste et celui qui s'en va, celui qui triche et celui qui ne sait pas, celui qui va très bientôt trouver l'oubli, et l'autre qui restera seul toute sa vie. Celui qui reste et celui qui s'en va.
Monaco, number 10 with Romuald. Belgium next, and well, really with Romuald from Monaco and now Belgium. The fellas have been having a pretty lean time of it in previous years in the Eurovision Song Contest. Got to go back a long time to find a male singer who's won this contest. Well, we've got another one now. Jacques Oustin is his name. He's going to sing a song called Fleur de Liberté. Remember in our preview of the songs we did a couple of weeks ago, he was the fellow who walked through the fields with the kids, the balloons in the park. And now Jacques Oustin with his conductor, Pierre Chiffre. Fleur de Liberté, Jacques Oustin, recovered from the flu which he's had all week in Brighton, now with number 11 for Belgium.
Reviens sur la terre, fleur de liberté. Reviens sur la terre, nos cœurs sont prisonniers. Il y a tant à faire et tant à aimer. Reviens sur la terre, fleur de liberté. Est-ce vraiment un enfant du bon Dieu que j'ai vu passer ce matin? Il avait l'air déjà d'un petit vieux qui n'attend rien du lendemain. Est-ce vraiment un homme à qui j'ai parlé? Il me regardait sans me voir. Pourtant rien d'autre ne nous séparait que le grillage d'un comptoir. Reviens sur la terre, fleur de liberté. Reviens qui était la princesse du vent. Est-ce bien ici que tu vis, dans ce palais de verre et de ciment, où les arbres sont l'ennemi? Tu as les doigts crispés sur l'avenir, sans voir que le présent est mort. L'heure est venue pour moi de repartir. Ce soir, je serai seul encore. Reviens sur la terre, fleur de liberté. Reviens sur la terre, nos cœurs sont prisonniers. Il y a tant à faire et tant à aimer. Reviens sur la terre, fleur de liberté. Reviens sur la terre, fleur de liberté. Reviens sur la terre, nos cœurs sont prisonniers. Il y a tant à faire et tant à aimer. Reviens sur la terre, fleur de liberté.
Number 11, Belgium, and Jack nearly tripping over the back of the stage. The Netherlands. And I often wonder what type of song really makes a winner. Is it the sort of song that you remember a couple of days later? The sort of song that the milkman whistles on his way around to the corn in the morning? Well, Holland, of course, the Netherlands as we call them, have a great reputation for music. Remember the Dutch college swing band, Peter and the Rockets? Well, here's another couple of characters, Mouth and McNeil. That's Maggie McNeil there, who's joined up in force with this boy, Wilhelm Doyne, who calls himself Mouth, and he is the character of this Brighton Festival. He's been up to unbelievable tricks all the way through. He said he's having a holiday and he's going to sing some songs, and he's really enjoying life. A really tremendous stage performance by these two. Great song. Harry Van Hoof is the conductor, the man behind Peter and the Rockets, the great Dutch rock group. Mouth and McNeil with I See a Star, and this one is going to really get them jumping.
The days and nights went by that no one told me. They can be fun too if you only see.
There's such a lot of beauty you can live for. You only need someone to open up your eyes,
And you will see things never seen before.
I see a star, a brand new star. It's like that twinkling in your eyes. I see a face, a happy face.
It's like the mirror of my mind.
I see a star, a brand new star. It's like that twinkling in your eyes. I see a face, a happy face. It's like the mirror of my mind.
You open up my eyes for all the beauty we're inhaling every day.
It's been there all my life, so it's my duty. I won't lose sight of this, the fire that you lit.
We'll keep on burning till the end of time.
I see a star, a brand new star. It's right there twinkling in your eyes. I see a face, a happy face.
It's like the mirror of my mind.
I see a star, a brand new star. It's like a twinkling in your eyes.
McNeil with another performance. Number 12, the Netherlands, and we move into a 13, unlucky or lucky, who knows, into Ireland. Ireland, of course, they produced Donna and All Kinds of Everything, a winner in 1970 in Amsterdam, and they produced for us Tina Reynolds. Tina Reynolds, in fact, who was sent across to Luxembourg by Ireland last year when they had a little bit of bother about who was going to sing. Well, Tina didn't. And when she came back, she was unfortunately involved in a motoring accident. And this is only her second public performance since. She competed in the Irish national finals with her song, Cross Your Heart. And now she's come here into Brighton to sing it here on stage for us inside the Dome and try and win the Eurovision Song Contest of 1974. She's already won the contest in Gibraltar, and she competed in Ljubljana for Ireland in 1973. So, on to the rostrum comes Coleman Pierce, her regular conductor. Tina Reynolds, coming now. Cross Your Heart, and she crosses her fingers and hopes for success as we move into Germany. Germany, as I say, number 14. Remember, France withdrawing from the contest, so ignore France in the Radio Times. Move on to Germany and welcome Cindy and Bert, Jutta and Norbert Berger. They started their musical career and they hit the top of the charts with Caesar and Cleopatra. And Germany, of course, full of music. If you walk down the streets of Berlin and Hamburg, you'll hear the rock and roll coming out of the nightclubs. Their conductor, one of the first composers of German rock and roll, Kurt Phelps. Written for Connie Francis, Caterina Valenti. Now conducting for Cindy and Bert with Summer Melody.
Ich hab dir heute
geschrieben, es ist vorbei, doch du bist da und das finde ich schön. Ich soll dich nicht mehr lieben, du bist nicht frei und ich muss gehen, ich muss gehen. Ich hab dir angesehen, was du verschweigst, denn auf dein Herz, das hat sich verirrt. Und keiner weiß, was nun wird. Die Sommermelodie, die ist nur Träumerei. Wir beide sind verliebt und das darf doch nicht sein für uns zwei. Die Sommermelodie, die sagt, du bist nicht frei. Und diese Zeit der Rose geht einmal vorbei. Wir sehen oft uns wieder und unser Traum, der ist so schön, doch leider nicht wahr. Und dieses Lied der Liebe klingt durch den Raum, wir sind ein Paar. Die Sommermelodie, die ist nur Träumerei. Wir beide sind verliebt und das darf doch nicht sein für uns zwei. Die Sommermelodie, die sagt, du bist nicht frei. Und diese Zeit der Rosen geht einmal vorbei. Die Sommermelodie, ist nur Träumerei. Und diese Zeit der Rosen geht einmal vorbei.
Touch of the Summer Melodies with Cindy and Bert for Germany. And we stay with the German language and we move up into Switzerland, just less than a quarter the size of Great Britain. They won in 1956 when it was their right home in Lugano with a number called Refrain. This time we've got another girl singer called Piera Martel. She took part in a variety broadcast in the Munich Olympic Games, and would you believe, looking at that face, that she used to work as a construction supervisor? She used to live amongst the cranes, the bulldozers, and the country mixtures. At least that's what her publicity man told me. She says she works like Streisand and Bassi. So here's the man who composed the song, wrote the words, and is now a musical director, Peppy Ederer, one of the great musical names of Europe. Let's see if we can catch a glimpse of Streisand or Bassi with Piera Martel, Mein Ruf nach dir, my call is for you. This is Switzerland.
Sehnsucht nach der Vergangenheit und die Erinnerung an unser Glück treiben ein wildes Spiel mit mir und jeden Augenblick der Zeit. Ich hole ihn aus der Vergessenheit zurück. Mein Ruf nach dir, das wird ein Schrei der Liebe sein. Das Lied der Sehnsucht singt dazu der Wind. Mein Ruf nach dir soll wie ein
wenn es so weitergeht, ganz ohne dich. Tage, die nichts als Träume sind, mein Leben ist ein leerer Raum, die Wirklichkeit ist nur ein Schattenbild für mich. Mein Ruf nach dir, das ist wie ein Schrei der Liebe. Das Lied der Sehnsucht singt, dass du der bist. Mein Ruf nach dir soll wie ein Strahl der Sonne sein, der unsere Liebe neu zum Blühen bringt. Nach dir soll wie ein Strahl der Sonne sein, der unsere Liebe neu zum Blühen bringt. Der unsere Liebe neu zum Blühen
So can Switzerland get a second victory in the Eurovision Song Contest? I wonder. We shall soon know, because there are just 2 songs to go. This is from Portugal. It's a song called And Then After Love. E Depois do Adeus, sung by Paulo de Carvalho. 27 years old, he was born in Lisbon. He didn't start singing what they call seriously until 1963, and he joined a group called the Sheiks. Competed in the Portuguese Song Contest for many years, but got his first success this year, which is why he's happy, because he's coming to Brighton, joining forces with Jose Calvario, who wrote the song for 1972 for Portugal. So, Portugal now.
Quem sou, o que faço aqui? Quem me abandonou, de quem me esqueci? Perguntei por mim, quis saber de nós, mas o mar não me traz tua voz. Em silêncio, amor, em tristeza e fim, eu te sinto em flor, eu te sofro em mim, eu te lembro assim. Partir é morrer, como amar é ganhar e perder. Tu vieste em flor, eu te desfolhei, tu te deste em amor, eu nada te dei. Em teu corpo, amor, eu adormeci, morri nele e ao morrer renasci. E depois do amor, e depois de nós, o dizer adeus, o ficarmos sós. Teu lugar a mais, tua ausência em mim, tua paz que perdi, minha dor que aprendi. De novo vieste em flor e desfolhei. Depois do amor e depois do nosso adeus, ficarmos sós.
performance. My goodness, he sold that song well for Portugal. So to Italy, and as I said before, what sort of song wins this contest? But if it was all for dreamy ballads, then this, the very last song in the competition, must surely be the winner. It's not all for dreamy ballads, of course, but this one, in my mind, is the most beautiful song in the competition. It's Gigliola Cinquetti, the girl who's going to sing it, the only competitor here at Brighton who's previously won a Eurovision Song Contest. She did it when she was 16 years old in 1964. Tonight in Brighton, she goes for a double. Gianfranco Manaldi, who arranges all her material, here to conduct the orchestra, Gigliola Cinquetti, with a song for Italy called Sea.
Sul vestito mio non leggevo più nei pensieri miei, ma poi si fece chiara l'atmosfera e dovevo dirgli sì, sì. La mia mente disse sì. Per paura, per amore, non me lo chiesi mai. Sì, dolcemente dissi sì, per provare un'emozione che non ho avuto mai. E quando nel suo viso tutto il cielo si scoprì,
Just a little bit of the tension of this Eurovision Song Contest showing through there with a glorious number, the last number for Italy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard the 17 songs in this year's Eurovision Song Contest. And now in the 17 countries, the national juries, each one made up of 10 members, are all set to cast their votes. And I expect you at home are doing much the same thing. But these votes have got to be collected and then counted. So we're going to listen now to our orchestra under the direction of Ronnie Hazelhurst, and we're going to meet the Womples. Mesdames et messieurs, vous avez entendu les 17 chansons. Et maintenant, dans les 17 pays, les jurys nationaux, chacun composé de 10 membres, s'apprête à accorder leur vote. Et je pense que vous, téléspectateurs, allez faire plus ou moins la même chose. Alors, ces votes doivent être rassemblés et puis comptés. Et en attendant, nous allons écouter notre orchestre sous la direction de Ronnie Hazelhurst et nous allons rencontrer les Wombles.
Underground, overground, wombling free. The wombles of Wimbledon, common are we, making good use of the things that we find, things that the everyday folks leave behind. Uncle Bulgaria, he can remember the days when he wasn't behind the times, with his map of the world. Pick up the papers and take them to Tobermory. Wombles are organised, work as a team. Wombles are tidy and wombles are clean. Underground, overground, wombling free. The wombles of Wimbledon, common are we. Doesn't shine and it's cloudy and grey, and it's only the beginning of the wombling day, and you've got to do the washing up for Madame Cholet. Remember, 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 remember you're a womble. 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 Remember what a womble, womble, womble you are. Remember you're a womble. 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 Remember what a womble, womble, womble you are. People don't notice us, they never see. Under their noses a womble may be. Womble by night and be womble by day. Looking for litter to trundle away. We're so incredibly, utterly tedious, making the most of everything. Even bottles and tins, pick up the pieces and make them into something new. It's what we do. Underground, overground, wombling free. The wombles of Wimbledon, common are we, making good use of the things that we find, things that the everyday folks leave behind.
Well, of course, I'll never forget I'm a womble now. Now is the moment when we find out who voted for which song. But just before we do, I'd like to explain how the votes are cast. Now, each jury is made up of 10 members, and each member can give one vote to the song of his choice. So each jury can declare up to 10 votes. And of course, no country can vote for its own entry. And now one very important point is that now that the juries have heard all the songs, they are switched off. So they can neither hear each other's votes, nor can they follow the voting on our scoreboard. Now, the order of voting has been decided at random, drawing at random. And I will call up each country and ask their spokesman, their jury spokesman, to give me their votes in the order in which the songs have been sung. Now, should we lose a country, lose contact with a country, I will call that country back up again when all the voting is finished. If even then I can't get through to them, well, I'm afraid that jury's votes will have to be considered null and void, but I certainly hope we won't lose anybody on the way. Eh bien, mesdames et messieurs, le moment culminant de la soirée est arrivé, le moment de recueillir toutes les voix. Mais avant ça, je voudrais vous expliquer comment ces voix ont été accordées. Donc, chaque jury est composé de 10 membres. Chaque membre a le droit de donner un vote à chaque chanson qu'il choisit, à la chanson qu'il choisit. Et chaque jury peut donc déclarer 10 voix. Et aucun pays peut naturellement voter pour sa propre chanson. Et un point très important, c'est que les jurys, maintenant qu'ils ont entendu toutes les chansons, ils sont découpés, ils sont complètement coupés de nous, ils ne peuvent rien entendre. Ils ne peuvent ni entendre les votes les uns des autres, et ils ne peuvent pas suivre le déroulement des chiffres là sur notre cadran. Et j'appellerai chaque pays à tour de rôle, et ceci a été décidé au hasard. Et je demanderai au chef de jury de me déclarer ses votes dans l'ordre que les chansons ont été chantées. Si nous perdons contact avec un pays, alors je retournerai à ce pays lorsque j'aurai rassemblé les votes de tous les autres pays. Si à ce moment-là, je ne réussis pas à me mettre en contact, malheureusement, on devra dire que les votes de ce jury doivent être considérés nuls. Mais espérons que cela n'arrive pas. Maintenant, M. Clifford Brown est le scrutateur officiel de l'Union européenne de la radiodiffusion. Et c'est lui qui a tiré au hasard l'ordre dans lequel les votes me seront donnés. Et c'est à lui aussi le travail très important de contrôler que les chiffres enregistrés
This program now going out literally all over the world. Korea, all the way through the European countries as well. And it really is going out to something like 700 million people. So the time has come for the votes.
And it was he who drew the lots that decided in which order the countries are going to vote. And he also has the most important job of controlling and checking that the figures given on that board are correct. And I need hardly add that his word is final. Well, I think we are all set. So let's call up our first jury, which is Finland.
Die erste Jury ist Finnland. Finnland wird also jetzt werten.
Hello, Brighton, Helsinki calling.
May I have
We
your
are
votes?
ready, and here are the results of the Finnish jury. United Kingdom, 1 vote.
Royaume-Uni, un vote.
Ein Punkt für
Yugoslavia,
England.
1 vote.
La Yougoslavie, un vote.
Ein weiterer Punkt für Jugoslawien.
Sweden, 5 votes.
Na
La
bitte.
Suède, 5 votes.
Schweden hat 5 Punkte bekommen von Finnland.
Netherlands, 1 vote.
Les Pays-Bas, 1 point.
Ein Punkt für die
Italy,
Niederlande.
2 votes.
L'Italie, 2 votes.
Somit sind die 10 Punkte von
Yes,
Finnland
and
vergeben.
that completes the voting of the Finnish jury. If we count out the extra votes given to the announcer. Thank you and greetings from Finland. Bye-bye and good night.
Thank you very much.
Die finnische Jury hat gesagt, die Extrapunkte, die ihr zustehen, geben sie der Sprecherin Miss Boyd.
Luxembourg. So, Luxembourg, êtes-vous là? Est-ce que je puis avoir
Luxemburg
vos
wertet
votes,
jetzt.
s'il vous plaît? Il n'y a pas de réponse de Luxembourg.
Yes, Luxembourg is here. I hear you clearly.
Kleine Verzögerung bei Luxemburg.
Here are the results of the Luxembourg jury. Spain, 1 vote.
L'Espagne,
Hier kommt also der Punkt für Spanien.
Sweden, 1 vote.
La Suède, 1 point.
Aha, hier nur ein Punkt für Schweden.
Monaco, 2 votes.
Monaco, 2 votes.
An Monaco 2.
Belgium, 3 votes.
La Belgique, 3 votes.
Ireland, 2 votes.
L'Irlande,
Und 2 Punkte
2
für
votes.
Irland.
Italy, 1 vote.
L'Italie, 1 point.
And that completes the voting of the Luxembourg jury.
Thank-
Right.
Thank you very much, Luxembourg. And now we should go on to Israel. So, Erev Tov Jerusalem.
Brighton, Jerusalem calling. Here are the results of the Israeli jury.
Die israelische Jury spricht wieder direkt aus Jerusalem.
La Finlande, 2 points.
Sweden, 2 points.
La Suède, 2 points.
Schon im Anfangsfeld liegt Schweden sehr weit vorne.
Luxembourg, 2 votes.
Monaco, 1 point.
Monaco, 1 point.
Netherlands, 1 point.
Les Pays-Bas, 1 point.
Ireland, 1 point.
Irlande, 1 vote.
Italy, 1 point.
Italie, 1 point.
And that completes the voting of the Israeli jury.
Good night and thank you very
Hier
much.
arbeitet sich ein
Well,
Unterschied zur österreichischen Wertung heraus. England hat erst einen Punkt, während England bei uns schon an zweiter Stelle liegt. An zweiter Stelle liegt Italien.
Oslo, are you there?
We are indeed. Hello, Brighton. Here are the results of the Norwegian jury.
Die norwegische Jury.
Spain, 2 votes.
L'Espagne, 2 votes.
Sweden, 2 votes.
La Suède, 2 votes.
Monaco, 1 vote.
Monaco, 1 point.
Belgium, 2 votes.
La Belgique, 2 votes.
Holland, 1 vote.
Les Pays-Bas, 1 point.
Ireland, 2 votes.
L'Irlande, 2 votes.
And that completes the voting of the Norwegian jury. Good night.
Good night, Oslo. Thank you very much.
Norwegen,
United Kingdom
Griechenland
comes next. So let's see if we
und
can
noch ein
reach
paar andere
London.
sind noch als weiße
Hello,
Felder an der
London.
Anzeigentafel. Jetzt kommt also die englische Jury an die Reihe. Da gibt es natürlich wieder keinen Punkt für England.
1 vote.
La Finlande, 1 point.
Israel, 2 votes.
Israël, 2 votes.
Ireland, 1 vote.
L'Irlande, 1 vote.
Switzerland, 1 vote.
La Suisse, 1 point.
Italy, 5 votes.
L'Italie,
Die
5
Engländer
votes.
geben den Italienern 5 Punkte. Und somit schließen die Italiener sehr eng auf. Giliola freut sich sehr darüber. Liegt Italien somit jetzt an zweiter Stelle nach Schweden. An dritter Stelle Irland mit 6 Punkten. Zagreb wird gerufen. Die jugoslawische Jury.
Good evening, Miss Boyle. You said it very well, this Dobrovecha, I must say. This is Zagreb calling, of course. I hope you can hear us well enough.
Beautifully, beautifully.
All right, then, here are the results of the Yugoslav jury. United Kingdom, 4 points.
Royaume-Uni, 4 votes.
Also 4 Punkte für England. Somit holt England wieder ein bisschen auf.
1 point.
La Suède, 1 vote.
Luxembourg, 2 points.
Luxembourg, 2 points.
And Netherlands, 3 points.
3 Punkte für die Niederlande.
3 votes.
And that completes the voting of the Yugoslav jury.
Schweden,
Good night, Brighton,
Italien
and thank you very much.
und
Good night, Zagreb.
an der dritten
Thank
Stelle
you.
gleich
And
2,
we go
nämlich
on
die Niederlande.
to Greece.
Jetzt habe ich die
Kalispera,
Anzeigentafel aus dem
Athena.
Auge verloren.
Kalispera, Brighton. Hello, Brighton.
Ja, und Irland.
Good evening and congratulations to you, Miss Boyle.
Die griechische Jury.
Here are the results of the Greek jury. United Kingdom, 1 vote.
Royaume-Uni, 1 point.
Luxembourg, 1 vote.
Luxembourg, 1 point.
Belgium, 5 votes.
La Belgique,
Somit rückt Belgien ganz gewaltig auf an die zweite Stelle nach Schweden.
Les Pays-Bas, 2 votes.
Das ist eine kleine Überraschung.
And Germany, 1 vote.
L'Allemagne, 2 votes.
Ja, der Gnadenpunkt für Deutschland.
The voting of the Greek jury. Congratulations and good
Griechenland
night.
und Portugal stehen
Thank
derzeit
you
noch
very
ohne
much.
Punkte da.
Thank you very much, Athens. Well, it looks quite exciting between Sweden, Belgium and Italy, with the Netherlands coming up. Shall we go on to Ireland? Yes, we're good. Dublin.
Diva, Katie, welcome.
May I have your
Das war also jetzt die irländische Jury,
Here's the voting of the
in Gälisch begrüßt.
Finland, 1 vote.
La Finlande, 1 vote.
United Kingdom, 1 vote.
Royaume-Uni, 1 vote.
Israel, 1 vote.
Israël, 1 vote.
It's getting monotonous. Sweden, 1 vote.
La Suède, 1 vote.
Luxembourg, 3 votes.
Oh, thank you. Luxembourg, 3 votes.
Monaco, 1 vote.
Monaco, 1 vote.
Netherlands, 1 vote.
Les Pays-Bas, 1 vote.
Italy, 1 vote.
Italie, 1 vote.
That completes the voting of the Irish jury. Good night.
Es nimmt ein bisschen Wunder, dass Griechenland bisher überhaupt noch nicht beachtet worden ist. Diese folkloristische Nummer, die Marinella gesungen hat, ich weiß nicht, ob Sie sich noch daran erinnern, ganz am Anfang des Contests,
Guten Abend.
ist doch eigentlich ein Favorit gewesen. Das ist jetzt die deutsche Jury.
German jury. United Kingdom, 2 votes.
Royaume-Uni, 2 votes.
Spain, 1 vote.
L'Espagne, 1 vote.
Sweden, 2 votes.
La Suède, 2 votes.
Luxembourg, 1 vote.
Luxembourg, 1 vote.
Monaco, 2 votes.
Monaco, 2 votes.
Holland, 1 vote.
Les Pays-Bas, 1 point.
And Switzerland, 1 vote.
La Suisse, 1 vote.
And that completes the voting of the German jury.
Schweden ist noch nicht in großer
Thank you
Gefahr,
very much,
mit 14 Punkten doch ziemlich weit
So
vorne.
now we go on.
Aber mit 10 Punkten liegen gleich 3 Länder
All the
dahinter.
way. We go to Portugal. Boa noite, Lisboa.
Boa noite, Brighton.
Hier ist die portugiesische
Voici
Jury.
les résultats du jury portugais. Espagne, 2 votes.
Spain, 2 votes.
2 Punkte für Spanien. Auch das ein bisschen überraschend, dass Spanien
Greece, 1 vote.
nicht weiter vorne liegt.
2 votes.
Israel, 2 votes.
Yougoslavie, 1 vote.
Yugoslavie, 1 vote.
Suède, 1 vote.
Sweden, 1 vote.
Mühsam
Monte
nähert sich
Carlo,
das schwedische Eichhörnchen.
Monte Carlo, 1 vote.
Pays-Bas, 1 vote.
Wait just a moment. The Netherlands, 1 vote.
Italie, 1 vote.
Italy, 1 vote.
Et ceci termine le vote du jury portugais. Bonsoir, Brighton.
Bonsoir, Lisbonne. Merci beaucoup.
Die Niederlande und Italien stehen mit 11
the
Punkten
Netherlands.
hinter
Guten
Schweden
Abend,
mit 15.
Hilversum. May I have your votes, please?
Hier ist Hilversum,
Here are the
die
results
niederländische
of the Netherlands
Jury.
jury. Spain, 1 vote.
Espagne, 1 vote.
Das ist auch ein ebenso mühsam sich näherndes Eichhörnchen, Spanien.
Grèce, 4 votes.
Israel, 2 votes.
Israël, 2 votes.
Sweden, 3 votes.
La Suède,
Na, da gibt's wieder einen gewaltigen Ruck nach vorne
And that
für
completes the
ABBA.
voting of the Netherlands jury. Good night.
good night. Thank you very much, Hilversum. Now we go to Sweden and go afton, Stockholm.
Good evening, Brighton. This
Good
is
evening.
Sweden.
How nice.
Die schwedische
Very
Jury.
nice.
Es gibt immer so ein kleines
We
Wortgeplänkel.
give 1 point to Norway.
1 point à la Norvège.
2 points Greece. Greece, 2 points.
Greece, 2 points.
Israel, 1 point.
Israël, 1 point. 1 point à Israël.
Monaco, 1 point.
Monaco, 1 point.
Netherlands, 3 points.
Les Pays-Bas, 3 votes.
Auch hier wieder ein gewaltiger Ruck nach vorne für die
Ireland,
Niederlande.
2 points.
L'Irlande, 2 points.
That makes 10, doesn't it?
I think it does, yes.
Jetzt müssen wir ein bisschen die Daumen halten für Portugal. Portugal hatte noch überhaupt keinen Punkt erhalten und ist als einziges weißes Feld noch auf der Anzeigentafel. Hier ist jetzt die spanische Jury. Könnte sein, dass jetzt vielleicht der Freundschaftspunkt für Portugal fällt.
Hello, Brighton.
Ganz weit weg, die spanische
We're
Jury.
delighted to hear you. Can we have your votes, please? Vous voulez me donner vos votes, s'il vous plaît?
Hello, Brighton. Madrid calling.
Good.
Here are the results of the Spanish jury. Yugoslavia, 1 vote.
La Yougoslavie, un vote.
Sweden, 1 vote.
La Suède, un point.
Luxembourg, 1 vote.
Luxembourg, un point.
Monaco, 2 votes.
Monaco, 2 votes.
Ireland, 2 votes.
Irlande, 2 votes.
Portugal,
Na sehen
1
Sie,
vote.
das war der Freundschaftspunkt der Spanier für Portugal.
Italy, 2 votes.
Italy,
This is the end of the Spanish voting. Thank you.
Wenn ich also richtig sehe, dann ist Irland jetzt an der Spitze.
I think we've got a
Nein.
mistake. Hold
Nein,
on a
nein.
moment. We had a mistake with
Ja,
Ireland.
ja, so ist es richtig. 10 Punkte also nur für Irland. Unbestrittene Spitze weiterhin von Schweden gehalten mit 19 Punkten.
Even I, with my bad maths, I thought something was a little wrong. We go on now
Miss
to
Boyd ging es genauso
Monaco.
wie mir.
Bonsoir Monte Carlo. Puis-je avoir vos votes, s'il vous plaît?
Bonsoir Brighton, ici Monaco.
Monaco,
Voici les résultats
mit seiner
du jury
Jury.
monégasque. L'Espagne, 3 votes.
L'Espagne, 3 votes. Spain, 3 votes.
Norvège, 1 vote.
Norway, 1 vote.
Luxembourg, 1 vote.
Luxembourg, 1 vote.
Irlande, 1 vote.
Ireland, 1 vote.
Italie, 4 votes.
Italy, 4 votes.
4 Punkte für Italien bringt natürlich
Ich
dieses
termine
Land sehr
le
weit
vote
nach
du jury
vorne.
monégasque. Bonsoir Brighton.
Bonsoir Monte Carlo.
Eine Giliola
Merci beaucoup.
Cinquetti, die noch nicht
Well,
genau weiß, ob
things are
sie
changing on the
glücklich
board.
sein
It's between
soll.
Sweden and Italy, so let's go on and see what happens after Switzerland have given their
Es nimmt ein
votes.
bisschen Wunder, dass
Guten
England
Abend.
so wenige Punkte hat, aber das sind nun mal die Juryentscheidungen.
Heureux de vous entendre.
Jetzt ist die Schweiz an
Voici
der Reihe.
donc les résultats du jury suisse. Royaume-Uni, 1 vote.
Nein.
United Kingdom, 1 vote.
Suède, 5 votes.
Das ist natürlich ungeheuer. 5 Punkte dazu für Schweden und ich glaube, dass damit Schweden der erste Platz nicht mehr streitig gemacht werden kann.
Monaco, 1 vote.
Allemagne, 1 vote.
Germany, 1 vote.
Na, endlich kommen sie von der
Portugal, 2 votes.
kleinen Position
Portugal,
1 weg
2
in
votes.
Deutschland.
Voici, ça fait 10 votes. Ceci termine donc le vote du jury suisse. Bonsoir, Brighton.
Ganz
Bonsoir,
aufgeregt die
Bernd.
Gruppe,
Et on
aber
continue maintenant
aus Schweden.
en Belgique. Brussels, are you there? Bonsoir Bruxelles.
Und hier kommt jetzt die belgische Jury.
No doubt about it. It's Sweden's way in the lead. Now, have we Brussels? Yes. Bonsoir Bruxelles.
Bonsoir Brighton, ici Bruxelles. Voici les résultats du jury belge. Royaume-Uni, 1 vote.
United Kingdom, 1 vote.
Norvège, 1 vote.
Norway, 1 vote.
Yougoslavie, 1 vote.
Yugoslavia, 1 vote.
Luxembourg, 1 vote.
Luxembourg, 1 vote.
Kein Punkt für
Monte-Carlo,
Schweden.
Monaco, 2 votes.
Monaco, 2 votes.
Pays-Bas, 1 vote.
Netherlands, 1 vote.
Allemagne, 1 vote.
Germany, 1 vote.
La Suisse, 1 vote.
Switzerland, 1 vote.
Italie, 1 vote.
Italy, 1 vote.
Et ceci termine le vote du jury belge. Bonsoir Brighton.
Bonsoir, merci beaucoup. And we come to our final jury, which is Italy.
Jetzt kommt die letzte
Buonasera,
Jury an die Reihe,
Hello,
nämlich
Brighton.
Italien.
Good evening, Katie.
Good evening. May I have your votes, please?
Here are the results of the Italian jury. United Kingdom, 3 votes.
Royaume-Uni, 3
Damit
votes.
rückt England doch wieder ein bisschen weiter vor, mit 14 Punkten jetzt, gleich wie Monaco.
3 votes, 3 votes.
Yugoslavia, 2 votes.
Yugoslavia, 2 points.
And Luxembourg, 2 votes.
Luxembourg, 2 votes.
And that completes the voting of the Italian jury. Congratulations and good night.
Somit sind alle Jurys jetzt durchgefragt. Und wir haben das Ergebnis auf der Anzeigentafel. Schweden ist der überlegene Sieger des Eurovision Song Contests 1974, aber mit ihrem Lied Waterloo. Und damit stimmt natürlich auch die Wertung, die die österreichischen Zuschauer heute telefonisch abgegeben haben. Der erste Platz für die österreichischen Zuschauer und der offiziellen Jury, unbestritten und ganz vorne, Schweden mit Waterloo.
Eurovision 1974, c'est Waterloo, la Suède avec Waterloo, chanté par ABBA. Et pour présenter le Grand Prix, et au compositeur et à l'auteur, il y a le directeur général de la BBC et président de la EBU, URR, Sir Charles Curran. And to present the
Charles Curran, der Präsident der EBU, wird nun den schwedischen Beitrag prämieren und die Medaille des Eurovision Song Contests 1974 der schwedischen Gruppe, dem schwedischen Komponisten überreichen, denn dieses ist ein Song Contest und nicht ein Performance Contest. Für Waterloo bekommt Benny Andersson und Björn Ulvaeus für die Musik und Stikkan Andersson für die Texte diese Medaille.
Mesdames et Messieurs, des téléspectateurs et les auditeurs de l'Europe, I am delighted, both as Director General of the BBC and as President of the European Broadcasting Union.
Ich freue mich sehr, sowohl als Direktor der BBC als auch als Präsident der EBU, gratulieren zu können den Gewinnern des Eurovision Song Contests 1974. Und hier kommen nun die Autoren. Es handelt sich hier offensichtlich nur um den einen. Von schwedischem Beitrag Waterloo, Benny Andersson. Benny Andersson nimmt die Medaille entgegen, ruft offensichtlich ABBA auf die Bühne oder seinen zweiten Komponisten, denn das ist ein Lied, das von 2 Komponisten gemacht wurde. Björn Ulvaeus ist offensichtlich nicht da. Hier ganz groß die Medaille, so sieht sie aus.
And after all that, it only remains for me to say goodbye to you, wherever you are, from all of us here at Brighton. Et après tout cela, il ne me reste qu'à souhaiter à vous tous.
Miss Boyd verabschiedet sich nun von allen Zuschauern in den 32 Ländern, in die der Eurovision Song Contest 1974 hinausgegangen ist. Und wir, meine Damen und Herren, wir verabschieden uns auch jetzt von Ihnen, bevor ABBA noch einmal den Winning Song präsentieren wird, Waterloo. Wir bedanken uns besonders herzlich dafür, dass Sie bei der österreichischen Sonderwertung mitgetan haben. In Österreich, für die Zuschauer in Österreich ist Schweden auch am ersten Platz gelandet. Und ich muss sagen, die Übereinstimmung der österreichischen Jury und der offiziellen Jury ist doch etwas, was milde stimmt. Hier kann also nicht mehr von Schiebung gesprochen werden, sondern hier hat der Geschmack, der gute Geschmack und der moderne Geschmack gesiegt. Gute Nacht.
It's always repeating itself. Waterloo, couldn't escape if I wanted to. Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo.
Enorm applaus voor de groep ABBA. Ik weet niet wat er hier nog volgt, maar ik dacht dat we met deze beelden, met een juichende menigte en met 6 dolgelukkige Zweden maar afscheid moesten nemen. Volgend jaar de finale dus duidelijk in Stockholm, maar wordt nu gekust. Dit groepje logeert in hetzelfde hotel als de Nederlandse kolonie, dus veel nachtrust zullen we wel niet krijgen. Tot volgend jaar wat het Eurovisie Songfestival betreft. Goedenavond en wel te rusten.